Corvus Belli for the studio update. We're going to show you things from Infinity the game, Warcrow, and other surprises for the year to come. So enjoy the ride. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Share with all of your friends, right? We want to make sure that nobody's left out. And we're just glad that all of you that are online are able to join us from wherever you are in the world. Let us know. We'd be happy to see. But sit tight while everybody gets situated here behind us, and we'll be getting started shortly.
I can't figure it out. I like it best when I can get out short. It is. Is that a bird? No.
Yeah, we'll be getting started soon here, Green Lupin. We're still about 8 minutes before the official start time. If you can, share it with anybody you guys know on your socials, your friends. We'll make sure no one's left out that wants to watch. Bear in mind, we are inside a convention center. This is a huge building here. There may be some Wi-Fi issues, signal issues, but we're going to try to get as much of this out to you guys as we can. We will have the full version up on YouTube here later. You're going to get the studio release version, but we'd like you to get the raw, unedited live feed here from Indianapolis here while we're on site. Looks like we've got about 60 people here in chat so far. Hey, Carlos waving to the internet.
Exclusive seminar from Gencon, and it's not going to be published, the pre-recorded video is not going to be published immediately. So you're more special than you think, okay? Because for almost like a week, nobody will have access to these files. So get ready. Yeah.
You heard it from the man himself, guys. So you're getting some special fan service here from Bostria. I don't know any other company that goes out of their way to do that for you, but we're really happy.
Hello, can you hear me? Yes, obviously, yes. Okay, in a few seconds, we will begin. We will begin in a few seconds. This might be more special than you think, because on our media strategy, we have decided that the pre-recorded video in Spain with the same contents, you know, with Hupu, with the contents for Warcrow and myself for Hexagon and the Human Sphere, is not going to be published right after the seminar. We're going to wait. So I strongly suggest if you want to feel special, get your phones and take pictures and share it, because nobody will have access to those images in really good resolution for a good few days. So get ready, right? So even before we begin, I must say that I love this country so much. The USA, oh my God, I love it. I love it more than your presidents and your citizens, really. I come over here and I love every minute of it. At Corvus Belli, love the USA a lot. And this time, 4 of us have come over from Spain to the USA. Okay, today I'm here joined by Massimo Latanzi, marketing director.
one works too. Yeah. No, nothing. It's good to be back. You can keep going, boss. You got a feel.
Massimo is a very ambitious person with a vision and with a dream of making Infinity the absolute #1 in the world, okay? And also, here with us, we have Angie from Sales Department. The most balanced and emotionally stable person in the whole company, Corvus Belli, which is full of man babies, as you know already. Okay. And finally, with us here today, we are privileged because we have the new Lord Commander of Corvus Belli, Tomás Casquero, here with us. A man that has to control the ship for the future, a man with a vision and with huge responsibilities regarding the priorities of Corvus Belli in this ladder, in this stairwell to Wargaming Heaven that we are into, okay? So, glad to make you all aware of this. This seminar is going to go low, okay, and reviews and stuff, and at some point, huge reveals, so get ready for it, okay? It's going to be a wild ride. And something else, we're going to have fun, okay? We're going to have our own mini games here during the seminar. So, one surprise for the seminar, there's going to be trivia. At some point, unexpectedly, I will interrupt the flow of content and point at some of you and make you a question, okay? My question may be about Warcraft or Infinity or Hexagon, and if you answer correctly, you might get a prize. Isn't that cool, people? In order to win that prize, you must answer the question correctly, because if we're giving you something in exchange of nothing, that would be socialism. And this is America, damn it. Okay. You can raise your hand and ask your questions in the Q&A section of the seminar. Don't interrupt my flow, come on. Okay, we have 3 rules for the seminar. Whenever you feel excited about something, you can clap and cheer. Whenever you feel like you're beginning a new game or a new army, you can snap your fingers. And whenever you listen to something coming out of my mouth that sounds like absolute shameless corporate damage control speech, you're allowed to cut politely. So, now you know the rules. Well, let's make a first attempt to see if the whole room has understood these rules. Okay, how about Operation Macebreaker, the latest Infinity Battle Pack? Okay, you like this? Fine, moving on. What about the new Monhaven Warcraft Draft? Maybe lovely plastic version for you, okay? More material consistency for Warcraft, okay? And how about regarding vehicles, you know, if they're overpowered or undercost, we would like to we would like to state that the development team is taking care of the matter and how this is part of the constant process of improving the miniature range and game experience. Okay, I think we're ready. And now, let me show you here the roadmap for actually 2026. Okay, this is the Corvus Belli big events and big launches. Okay, so at the beginning of 2026, we had Adepticon in Milwaukee, lovely convention. I love going over there. And at that convention, it was our deadline for delivering the Mount Heaven action pack for Warcraft, the dwarves. Okay. Moving on, and we went to Birmingham in England in the UK Games Expo. Okay, lovely convention, by the way. I was very impressed with that convention. It's almost like an American convention. I'm not saying that it's an American convention. It's almost like, feels like they're trying to replicate what you have here over there. Okay, but they're English. Okay? Anyway, we use the chance of that Expo to release Operation Macebreaker, the biggest launch of Infinity during this year. Battle Pack, Aleph operations against Nomads Correctors of the division. Okay. Moving on with Gencon. And because Gencon is a wide variety of convention of many kinds of games, card games and stuff like that, it was the proper spot for delivering here, arriving with Infinity Hexagon Legends, okay? So, board game that everybody can enjoy, and if you're hardcore, you can also enjoy satisfying. Okay, moving on, and in 2 weeks we will have our own event in Vigo in Galicia, the Interplanetario, which is the biggest Infinity tournament in the world, and probably deciding who wins the actual, you know, the whole system of events and stuff like that. It's a very special moment for us, and we'll move Corvus Belli to the actual location of the event in order to everybody have not just an Infinity tournament, a huge experience, you know. Later, the new ITS season will begin, okay, with a new tournament pack and stuff. And you can see that there are 2 big launches of products for the rest of the year, okay? One for Infinity and one for Warcraft. What will they be? You will know it here before anyone else, okay? Later, we will have 3 wars in Spain, and later we will have the most important American event in Corvus Belli, the Craft in Denver, Colorado, okay? Colorado has always had a very strong Infinity community, and they pass the torch in generations, and they are making an incredible event over there. I wish you all the luck and resistance in keeping doing things awesome over there. Finally, we will have in Germany Spiel Essen, which is the biggest gaming convention in the whole world, which is a wide variety of games, children's games, board games, all kinds of games, okay? And there we will drop the latest Warcraft Superstar, okay? So, let's start. Shall we move over? By the way, it's Corvus Belli 25 years of anniversary this year. Gencon 2026, are you ready? That was awesome, by the way. That was incredible. You're killing me, guys. Okay, Infinity Hexagon Legends, previously known as Alisteia, you know. Okay, nobody knew how to pronounce Alisteia, nobody knew how to write Alisteia, search it properly in the internet, so we changed it to Infinity Hexagon Legends. And you know that it's the video game which is Infinity Hexagon Tactics, okay? They're like cousins in a certain way. Okay, so here has arrived a Gencon before anyone else. This is the off bundle that you will find online. Having the core box plus the Cold Blood expansion set, you will get Frost Dice for free. But here at Gencon, there's a more special bundle that will get you all this and also a gaming mat. So cool, get it here, okay? You will still have the chance, okay? You're privileged. More than anyone else, okay? So, moving on, why don't we comment on this? Because this is really new and nobody has properly seen these contents, okay? This is the first expansion for Infinity Hexagon Legends. Expect expansions to be with 2 characters. One legend, one character that people usually know, and one newcomer, okay? New character. So, Cold Blood is composed by Valkyrie and Nadir. Okay, who is Valkyrie? Oh, people know Valkyrie so well because she's also an Infinity character, okay? There's a lot of information in this single image. Take a photo, share it over there. Okay, charge of the Valkyrie is her attack from 1 to 2 distance. You add orange dice to your roll, you move, and you can also immortalize adjacent elements. This means allies, enemies, and also the obstacles, okay? If you get a success, and then you have Freya's Blessing that you will add blue dice to your rolls for each adjacent element. And then you have something very important, Thor's Blessing. Enemies cannot displace or place you. That is a counter against Hexer, for example, okay? So once Valkyrie stays in a zone, she will probably retain people and she can conquer the zone. So cool for them. And now, new character, newcomer, Nadir, okay? This is very important. Look at this guy. Okay, so activated carbon. Poison yourself. What? No. Poison yourself. You do not buy the poison effect at the end of this activation. Then, precision dose. While you are in the hexagon, once per activation, the allies may poison themselves to reroll 1 blue dice from the roll or poison themselves after rolling the dice to add one special to the roll. Mechanical arms during the activation, your ally between 0 to 3 with line of fire may remove a poison token. You have to remove one state token in half. 2 generic switches, heal an ally or poison an enemy. So, here what you see is a guy who is kind of a mix between Mendoza and Batman from Aristeia, but in a way, and has tons of stuff to do. So imagine the combos of this guy and imagine the cards that he's carrying with. So control and support, okay? So Infinity Hexagon Legends and is going to begin a Hexagon tournament system. And this means that it's going to have a tournament pack, season 1, okay? Tournament pack, season 1. Hexer thing, okay? Why Hexer? Because he's the most influential character in the final outcome of a match, okay? So she has an alternative lovely artwork by you1 hat and has a special card which is like a magic spellbook, sleeves for the cards with Hexer theme, control panel and extras and goodies and meta tokens and stuff. So beautiful Hexer. That is what you get if you win the tournament, okay? So let's take a look about the future of Hexagon Legends, because I'm showing to you right now, nobody has seen this, expansion number 2, Rotten Luck. Who is coming in the expansion number 2? Who is the newcomer and who is the legend? Boom, there you go, Wild Bill. Wild Bill is going to come back, playable in Infinity, as you know, okay? And Wisteria, a new character, okay? How does Wild Bill behave on the board? Boom, look at that. Attack, cost of 3, twin pistols from 2 to 6, but with just 2 specials, at the end you can perform 2 pistols against a different enemy without spending any action points. Just 2 specials. Oh my god, overpowered already. Overpowered. Gunslinger, you can include a defense roll with a red dice and Dead Man's Hand from Aristeia. After rolling the dice, you may discard 1 tactic to add 1 success to your roll. And if you get 2 shields, you draw 1 tactic. Awesome character, super powerful character. It would be difficult to have another range Gunslinger that can be compared to Wild Bill. And the new character is Wisteria, that has an attack of 2 root. And in that attack, he has a switch that uses successes. So the other guy who is receiving that attack and probably is going to defend himself, you can not use the successes to attack and exchange them using the switch to pull your target in wherever they collide. And the delay switch will also pull your target. So all the symbols in that roll can be used to pull your target. This is a meaningful character regarding the presence in the scoring zone. You get a character there, and maybe you're distracting people from the zone. So, meaningful in the final outcome, okay? We continue. This has been already, with this, we will reach like 12 characters, and the future is brilliant, because believe me, you have seen nothing yet, okay? There are more characters, some of those, you won't expect to see something like that in the Hexagon. Something that has never happened with Aristeia even. And Aristeia has 32 characters, okay? But there are some surprises in the future, okay? And now, maybe I have something special here, okay? So, give me a second. Okay, you, sir, you! Right there. Okay, I'm going to ask you a question. If you answer correctly, you may get a prize. Don't help him, because if he's wrong, the question will rebound to someone else. Okay, are you ready? It's a question about Warcrow. Are you familiar with Warcrow? Yeah. Okay. What is the name of the town from Warcrow Adventures? Okay. There's one city in Warcrow, in the world of Bigwood, and in Warcrow Adventures, all the action happens in one particular city. Which is the name of that city?
I don't know.
Oh, disappointing. And the question about you, sir. Don't know the question, okay?
Raise your hand if you know.
And the question rebounds to
1 point.
Correct! Okay. There we go. What was the prize? Genevieve. Mr. of Genevieve. Just for you, sir. Okay, moving on. And we now talk about Warco. Okay, here we go. You should know about Mindworks, a new partner company for Corvus Belli that is making Genevieve. This beautiful figure, which is bigger than usual miniatures, which is made by Mindworks. A company that artists are going to make quality figures for Warco and also for Infinity. And looks this lovely. Focusing on art and delivering the best results for figurines. Okay, so this is really much better than the one that you have just given. Okay.
Hello, traveler. Come to hear the story. Everyone wants to hear about the witch. They want tales of curses and monsters, villains and heroes. They want clean endings. But that's not how this story goes. The truth is messier. I saw them all. I watched desperate fools chase power in the dark to keep or kill it. I saw the great stag spirit and the burnt tree, the skeletons of Mut and Hut rising from rich earth. And oh yes, I saw the witch, not the legend, the woman. I saw her. Let me tell you what really happened.
So, this was introduction to a new narrative campaign titled The Wish that is going to happen at some point. And it's going to allow all the factions from Greenwood to collide and fight against each other with an article. This was written by Kupu herself, okay? Or Logan. So, the rules of the Lord, okay? Okay, how about we see some previews of upcoming releases for the new dwarfs from Warco, Monhaven, okay? I got something extraordinary here. Okay, this is the concept design for Silvia Baurda / also the Memorialist, okay? So, this miniature is already made, and you may have already seen it because this one was one of the figures for Monhaven done in a lot of advance in order to have photos of Monhaven dwarfs in the book. Because something that was very well scheduled from Corvus Belli was to make figures of all the factions of the book and have photos of all the factions, you know. So this is finally going to be released. Moving on, we will have the Monhaven Bombardier, okay. Once again, Dwarven ingenuity. They bring something that nobody else can bring to the battlefield, okay. This special armor that allows this woman to throw, boom, bombs on the battlefield. So, I cannot wait to see her profile, okay, because it's going to be an interesting presence on the battlefield, throwing bombs, okay. So, once again, the dwarves are able to create devices and stuff that has a proper, meaningful engineering in the battlefield. This is the design for the Monhaven Headhunters. This is how they look like, this is the 3D render of the third figure, okay? So there you go, dwarves for Monhaven. This is the design for the Monhaven Warriors, okay? A unit for the Monhaven dwarves, and they look just like this, with the squad leader, shields, male, female, and bring chaos and havoc. They have pretty very good units, and you know that they can stand a lot of punishment because they are dwarves and they have certain advantages. Okay, Siena for the elves, okay, for the forest elves of Warco, we have something extraordinary here, which is the Alula. Remember, in the action pack for the Siena, there was a character which is a winged elf, okay, the name is Iner. Can also be played as an Alula, but now we're releasing the Alula figure, and it's a female winged elf, it's a female, okay? And the figure looks like this. Okay, and now for Warco, the big reveal, okay? So from the depths of the caves of Limbo, the lava allows us to see a new symbol, a new nation, okay, in the Warcraft setting, okay? The Red Caps, you may already know the Red Caps already because they were the foes in one of the expansions of Warcraft Adventures, okay? And the Red Caps have been playable, those miniatures on PVC plastic from Warcraft Adventures have been playable in Warcraft as part of the Scions on Yaldabaoth. But that is no longer like that. No more Red Caps in Silence of the Realm. They become their own independent nation, the Red Caps. So now you will have here the Packballs, okay? And they are goblins and they look like this. Look at this clothing. So very chaotic goblins, they like the busy cave. These are couples of backballs, okay? And they look at the behavior. One is kicking one like a ball. One is making like a catapulta infernal, jumping one over another over there. One is using one as a ball and rolling over. One is like throwing something and spiraling to throwing something. So they're absolutely crazy and they create chaos and havoc on the battlefield, okay? Moving on, I want to show you more. These are the choppers, okay? They have blades, and they are really pain in the ass, as I heard from players. They have a very bad attitude, they don't know how to get out of it. So these are the choppers, and they are annoying persons on the battlefield. You're going to enjoy playing with them, and you're going to hate fighting them, okay? Moving on, we have the flame cops, okay, that have these flamethrowers in the battlefield of Warcraft. They have like a lava engine on the back and they can throw flames from those devices and they look like this, okay? So instead of archers, instead of long-range weapons, they're using like that, those flamethrowers, okay? Moving on, I have a very good design to show you. Let me show you this. This is Rack the Lily. So it's an elder goblin, but not so much because the beard is fake. He is riding a giant frog, and the giant frog is full of gold, and he's carrying a backpack full of stuff, really, like he has been collecting treasures from all around, and the miniature is even better than the conservator. The miniature is like this. Look at that. Wonderful piece. Lots of detail. The backpack is full of detail. There's another little goblin coming out of the backpack over there. Incredible concept. Talking about incredible concepts, look at this. You're gonna love this. Okay, this is Plum the Slugger. And as you can see, it's like a big troll that carries a bag on his back full of goblins and has a big bat. So they get bored in the caves down below and they come up with their games. And one of the games is obviously like this. So for some reason, Plum, the Slugger, gets a goblin from his backpack and throws it into the air and passes against the enemy. So imagine those medieval knights from Feudum suddenly, what is that? Oh my god! You know, totally. Let me show you another character. This is Plum the Rapturer, okay? And she has like a kitchen glove, and she has those boleadoras that she will throw around with fire in them. She has a lovely pet, that is a cat jack, it's like a fire cat from down below, okay? And they have a lovely relationship. Let's take a look at the miniature that looks like this. There you have Plum with the boleadoras and the little kitty, but that little kitty, those little kitties might have a little surprise in the future. I'm not revealing everything, okay? Moving on. Enough of the comedy. We have here Nuada, the actual king, elf king of all the goblins, okay? Our David Bowie in the one okay? Because he danced the magic dance, you know. So he's down below, he decided to leave all the elves, despite that other elves have maybe joined him, but he's like the king of the goblins, the only serious guy in the case, okay? And the miniature looks like this. Look at the base, look at the broken statue that is crying lava in a certain way, beautiful, imposing figure, okay? And that is Nuala, commanding all the crazy goblins in the battlefield. So we have a theme here, okay? And it's going to look beautiful. If some of you have purchased the Montagne Action Pack, it comes with a booklet. And that booklet is a little campaign that allows all the factions to face the dwarves, okay? It's going to happen the same with the Red Caps Action Pack. It is going to come with a narrative campaign, and the name is... Oh. Something happened. The name is... Don't worry. Quest for Elfling. So a little booklet we can inside the action pack, and we'll have missions for you to play with the Red Caps and against the Red Caps. All factions will be able to play these missions. So moving on. As I said, there was a Hexagon tournament system, and there's now a pack for Warcraft tournament system, Season 2. And the Season 2 will have a sleeve for the cards from the Red Caps, meta tokens, measuring tool, and a new figure for the winner of the Season 2 tournament. And what is that figure? Who is that character? It's a mercenary character. It's Privateer Starlinson. A very well-respected pirate captain. His crew of his ship totally obeys any command that comes out of his mouth, okay? But they are so grand that they have not yet realized that there are 3 goblins inside a headman's coat, essentially. So this is how the miniature looks like. It's a mercenary, it's not a Red Cap, okay? So this way, backbones get into a coat and start cheating on everybody, okay? They're confusing everyone, and the painted figure looks like this. So it's moment for another trivia, okay? Are you ready? No. Okay, a question about infinity, okay? So, yeah. Tell me, in infinity universe, which 2 factions can shout, "For the Emperor," and they are not wrong? Rebound. User or the back over there?
Eugene and the Japanese.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
We had con-exclusive Joan and War Driver.
Thank you so much, everybody. So let's talk about Infinity M5, okay? Here it comes. Let me remind you about Mindworks, because they are also making exclusive lovely figurines for Infinity, and they have this lovely, impressive Shinobu Kitsune, okay? So there you go, Shinobu Kitsune, charging, big figurine with lots of details, okay?
She's in the booth as well, so if you haven't gotten her yet, we have her here.
Yeah,
For a very limited time.
For a very limited time, yeah.
Okay. Regarding Infinity M5, the most recent events and the most recent things that have happened is the Operation Macebreaker and Beyond Macebreaker and Ruby Monday appearance into the human sphere. Also, the Operation Macebreaker comes with a narrative event that is meaningful in the human sphere, because nomad units are assaulting Earth installations in order to get any alien McGuffin that might allow them to control the red fever, which is a disease that happens in Light City that is controlled by nanobots. So, in order to get territorial dominance. So, this is kind of a new narrative that is beginning with Operation Macebreaker. Apart from that, one of the most recent projects for Infinity that has arrived here at Gencon is the new Essential Star here. And this combines absolutely con Macebreaker, okay? Because there's also a left against nomads. You can continue expanding your armies with those figures, okay? And apart from that, it's the perfect first step into Infinity. You know, it's a very affordable box with a very small bundle with units from Aleph and Corregidor, okay?
It's a good way to get your friends into the game, guys.
Yeah, totally. The first one is cheap. So, because Operation Mesbreaker is arriving here, we're going to collect Operation Sunshine and beyond Operation Sunshine and make 2 action packs. Okay, so one will be the action pack for GSH in the Mutai, the Japanese, and the other will be the Panasonic Kestrel Colonial Force action pack. Something curious happened with these 2 action packs. If you put them face to face, they both can compose a 250 point list and almost the same as WC. So they are balanced. They are good also entry point for someone who wants an army balance against the other army. Okay. This has its own virtues, okay, because makes those action packs to be a good starting point, okay? And in a certain way, it's the way things should be done, okay? You can isolate certain miniatures and compose a list. Get a few more miniatures for the secondary group, you already have 10 miniatures, get a secondary group, and you will reach 15 miniatures, and you will have a 100 points list if you're smart with the selection, okay? As I said before, War tournament system, Hexagon tournament system, and of course there's a new ITS tournament pack season 18 coming, okay? And looks like this. We'll have tokens, markers, metal, wooden spoon, and a new exclusive winner figure. This figure is Armand de Muerte, the freelance killer. The Toja character that got standard from the Toja lost the ability to communicate with pheromones, so it's like he's deaf against the other Toja, and he's a mercenary with human spirit, a very good sniper, okay? This is a new figure for Armand de Muerte, total exclusive edition, and has a multi-sniper rifle. And the miniature once paid in a photograph in a lofty scenario that I have now looks like this. So, let's go with the preview, shall we? Shall we? Okay. Joan Van, the Varangian Top Warrior, okay, mercenary Top Warrior with human spear, stranded, okay, and is playable in O12, Star Armada, Cosmoflot, White Company, and Toja, okay? So, this is how the L3 model looks. Look at the dog-face version. It's carrying a tactical bow, a rifle, and 2 big katanas. One when he's human and the other one when he's a warrior. Can you move carrying all that to the battlefield, John Van? Tell us something, okay? And then when he transforms, he began like this piece in the battlefield, okay? This is the dog warrior form, okay? And luckily for us, we have the painted version here of John Van's dog face, and we have the painted version here when he's a dog warrior. Look at that. Moving on, do you guys want to see the vehicle from a left? Here it is. This is the Tarsia's interception wing. The vehicle for a left. It's like this flying vehicle, like a sophisticated flying drone. Tarsia's interception wing. This is the artwork made by Chester Ocampo. And this is the 3D render, but we are lucky today, and we also have the design for the pilot, also with the canvas from the ship. And this is the 3D render. And when you paint them, you just dip a little brush and there's a few brush strokes and looks like this, you know. So, the Tarsias is a vehicle for a left, and you have bought Operation Macebreaker. The following releases will combine with operations, okay, so the Tarsias fits in operation. So, it's like the big figure that you can combine with your Operation Macebreaker left figures, okay? But what is Corvus Belli releasing in order to give a big miniature for those who play Nomads or regular surface? The answer is the new Gecko. So this is the new concept design for the new Gecko and the Robbie bot that comes with it. This is the artwork by Chester Ocampo of the new Gecko. This is the 3D render of the new Gecko, like that. And this is the render for the Robbie bot. And they look this cute, oh my god. Another another release that is coming for Imperial Service is this character, okay? Tao Yu Mastermind and Schemer, a character that actually came from Aristeia, okay? It's getting now a regular release for Infinity. This is the concept artwork, okay? This is the actual pin-up of this character with the gangster outfit. The 3D render looks like this. Kind of reminds me of the guy from Game of Thrones here. And once you paint it, just get a brush, maybe a toothbrush even, and you can make a splatter effect, and it looks like this. Okay. I'm going to ask another trivia question so you can get a prize, okay? This is easy one, okay? Like you over there. Yes, you. Okay. In the Infinity setting, there is a planet. Oh, sorry, thank you. In the Infinity Universe, there is one planet. One particular planet which is covered by oceans and water and more oceans. And they have some islands and some artificial islands. I ask you, what is the name of that planet in the Infinity Universe? Oh my gosh, he doesn't know. Okay, question is going to rebound. You sir over there. Varuna? Yeah, correct, Varuna. Prize to you.
We have the limited unknown ranger and Kodali.
Oh my gosh, look at that. That's a special prize. It could have gone in that direction. But you didn't know the name of a planet, which is the same name of an army in Infinity. Oh, sad. Okay, and now, can we lower the lights a little bit, because we want to know something very important and huge. Can we lower the lights? Is that possible? Is there a button over there? Yes. Yes, excellent. Like that, already. Oh my God. Keep your hands. Okay, go.
Go.
So, hyperthermal, okay, hyperthermal. So, this is the title of the new Infinity expansion, okay? So, it's a new book. This is the seed. From this book will come many layers of content towards infinity, the direction of infinity, okay? Because this is how Gutierrez works, okay? He makes a book, but when he's making that book, he's planning, okay, which factions are getting all the attention, what is going to be the next wave of contents for all these factions, all these armies, what is going to be the next wave of products, everything comes from this book. The narrative that began with the Revelation Macebreaker is centered in this book, is developed in this book. So it's a big moment for Infinity, okay? The next years are going to come from this book. Okay, so the contents are the stone in the pond. I'm not revealing the plot twists that are going to happen in the Infinity Universe, but something meaningful and exciting is happening. The stone in the pond creates ripples, and they affect the human spirit, okay? And introduce the hunt for an introduced fugitive, okay? Narrative thing going on, okay? There will be a narrative campaign in the book. Okay, and probably maybe online campaigns coming from that. There will be new Spec Ops. The Spec Ops comes back in a new way, okay? Different approach to the whole thing. Focus on hack Islam and focus on a operation. the factions that didn't get the spotlight in the previous Infinity Book. Now they will get the spotlight, okay? Lot of development over there. Also, focus on Corregidor and Imperial Service specifics, okay? Focus on next wave, the youngest army, okay? So more roar and more development on them. And now, new spec ops, customized, adapt, deploy, okay? Here's how the new spec ops are going to go as a product. There will be a little box that will come with 3 figures, okay? Light infantry with 2 loadouts, heavy infantry with 2 loadouts, and a little support remote, okay? The rules are designed to make these miniatures be playable on the ITS, on the narrative missions and everything, because there will be ways of using the 3 miniatures simultaneously, okay? That's what we call team ops. They may be even allowed to assemble an extra additional hard team if you use the team ops rule. And then there's also the way of using them as the spec ops, which are no longer going to be vanilla Fusilia and then you put others on that. Now every spec op, and if you remember the names, Indigo spec op, Ethan spec op, Nexus 7 spec op, Husan spec op, Intel spec op, Santa spec op, you know, remember those? They're coming back, but now they will have profiles, specific profiles created for them. They will be different among the factions, okay? This one will have Albedo, this one will have Inefficient, they're different. And apart from that, you can customize the profile because there will be a list of options and you can choose 2 slots of those options and include it on the spec op. And apart from that, during the battlefield, in the chain of events happening in the battlefield, they can request a spec ball that drops on the table and brings more equipment to the spec op, but that comes from a random roll. So it's fun because it's something unexpected and makes the battle fun. So little put here on the thoughts, well-composed list and funny things happening all the time with the spec ops. So let's take a look at them, right? We begin with Pano, and because Hispano is less inspired, you know. So this is a design for the heavy infantry design. Yes, this is the light infantry for the Indigo spec ops. Female racial spec ops for Indigo. Basic unit profile. This is the artwork of the actual Indigo spec op, and next to her is the Blueberry spec bot. The little companion helper drone, okay?
That's a terrible name, but I like it.
So this is the actual 3D render of the figure, but she will have 2 combination rounds that will allow you, the player, to assemble her with the multi-rifle or the HG, okay? This is the design for the heavy infantry version of the Indigo spec ops. Next to her is the design for the Blueberry spec bot. This is the Blueberry. And this is the actual heavy infantry spec op of the Indigo spec ops with 2 different combinations of arms that will allow you to assemble multi-rifle or heavy machine gun, okay? Moving on to the best faction, Giffen spec ops. Look at that guy. He's a mean person and enjoys every minute of it. He looks like I wouldn't want to say like infantry, that guy looks like a medium infantry to me. And this is the artwork. He's smoking in the future, okay? He's that badass. And he has loadouts of multi-sniper rifle and multi-rifle in the light infantry version, okay? This is the heavy armor version with the Gencon spec box. As you can see, the Blueberry spec box wasn't that special, but as we progress through the faction, you will see more and more extreme design for the spec box. You will love them. So this is the Gencon spec box. This is the actual huge spec box. Yeah, this one. And this is the Giffen spec box with HMD or multi-rifle heavy infantry version. And here he's not even smoking he's smoking a Cuban. Radical. Oh wow, so you're so yeah, this is the way I am. Okay. Moving on, and we allow me to show you the Nexus 7 spec from the Combined Army. Okay, Nexus 7. So it's one of those creatures, kind of like the Eurogemony in a certain way. Okay, techno-organic construct. And this is the look of the Nexus 7 spec with multi-rifle and regular pistol options. Okay, and moving on, this is the heavy version. And look at that. The spec one is super cute. Look at that. This is the Golden 401 spec box. Super cute. And this is the actual necessary heavy infantry with gold dash for heavy machine and heavy rocket launcher. Okay, and one more thing. The Infinity Hyperthermal book is going to have a bundle, okay? Let me show you what you can get through that bundle, because this is a Rambler Spec Ops from non-analysis, so this is designed for the mercenary Spec Ops, okay? It looks like this kind of gunslinger, relative guy, and this is the actual figure. And this is yeah, paint version. So what I can tell you is that you will be allowed to get hyperthermal plus a box of spec ops, and you will get exclusive bundles to computer with that. Okay. So that is the bundle for hyperthermal, which is the next big thing for Infinity. Okay. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, because now we have reached the Q&A section of the seminar, okay? So, in an organized way, okay, you are allowed to raise your hand. We will bring a microphone or not, we're going to shout, we have good acoustics here. And you can ask your questions about Hexagon, Warcraft, Infinity, Tag Rate, whatever. And I will probably deflect them in the most unsatisfying way, okay? So, here we have with me also Master Natansi that probably can help you with very ambitious questions. So, raise your hands and we'll give you the initiative one by one.
You, sir.
Yes.
What's going on with Acheron's Gate?
What's going on with Acheron's Gate? That is something that is currently out of our hands specifically. I do know that they are doing absolutely everything possible in order to get things back on track. And as soon as we know something, specifically how things are going to be done, yes, this is, I'll do it to myself. Like, insert corpo speak here, guys. Like,
Okay.
we want it to be amazing just as much as you guys.
I want cool little spaceships.
Me too. I want to play with cool little spaceships.
The question was about the product, Acheron's Fall, okay. Now I see. Because the current state of the Acheron's space gate is that it's no longer a threat to the whole human sphere as it was previously the Ensign book, okay? Because the Ensign book was a huge event in the Infinity Lord that de-escalate like the big conflict against the Combined Army. But now the Combined Army is like another power inside the human sphere, and but the McCarthy of the Churchill digestion is no longer there for them. So they are getting influenced and they're, you know, in Planet City also interacting with the other factions because Planet City is full of treasures and alien rings and stuff like that, but it's no longer the super threat of a big scale alien invasion because that ended in the end zone.
That was a Lord Bug. That was an amazing. Yes, you, sir.
With the Combined Army being part of the human sphere now with the agreement, what happens to all the Sepsitronics people from the war?
Well, they join the next wave, essentially. If you want the short answer, okay. The Sepsitronics people, if you ask Kodali says that she voluntarily joined the Combined Army. The Eugene propaganda, and you can cut now, says that she was certainly a brother, but that she's not real Kodali, okay. In a certain way, people think that Achilles has Sepsitronics and stuff like that, because the next wave people looks weird, you know, sensitive. More questions? Okay.
Well, we actually haven't gone this side of the room yet. Hands? You, sir.
For WTS Season 2, are you guys going to have new missions, and do you guys plan on doing a 2-list format for that?
I'm not sure about the list format, but we will have more missions. Yes. Yes, you, sir.
I have a two-part question. I'm a new player. First question, will there ever be a reprint of Infinity models that are hard to find now, like the Umbrella Gate and stuff like that?
We did it twice already this year, where we released whole entire armies, and in the future we absolutely will do it, quite probably on a print-on-demand style campaign. Second question?
Oh, sorry, second question for War Pro. Will we get it undead faction?
You have an undead faction.
It's not an undead faction.
Tell us the
We are not at liberty to discuss any future plans with any other faction. Just get the red caps, man. They're going to be better than anything else that comes out ever.
Regarding Warcraft, we can tell you that we are hiding stuff from the public eye. We have painted models that cannot be seen yet. Because there's big things happening in Warcraft, has to be properly, scheduled. The big new thing is the red caps. You have not yet seen the red caps painted, but there are future things that we cannot show yet, and it's like a big ball. Remember what happened with the Warcraft book that was very well scheduled, and they painted lots of stuff from the future in order to have a future in the Warcraft book. Well, they know what they're doing, so we're in good hands, believe me, because we learn a lot from all the mistakes that we made with Infinity.
Also, for you hardcore lore geeks out there, there's still a ton of stuff that nobody has realized yet between the lore that is in the Warcraft book itself, as well as Warcraft Adventures. There's a lot of little puzzle pieces that are sprinkled throughout it that I would say maybe a little over half of the things have been figured out by the community, but not much more. So, you guys want to delve deep? Go through your Warcraft Adventures in your lore book.
You were there, yeah, looking at it.
So, question for you on the Warcraft Adventure side of the house. Are we going to see any additional updates to the application?
To the application, that is something that we have looked at. The application is stable at this point. It is working well, but we know we can do better. It's something in the future. If this is something that the community wants, I need you guys to be loud about it so that we can make it something that we do. Because we're a small Spanish company that has a certain finite amount of resources that we can dedicate to the projects that the fans care about. So let us know.
More hands?
Yeah. So I was wondering what's kind of like next steps for Onyx Contact Force as an army that came out in 3 and hasn't seen a lot of kind of like major changes besides the revision. I didn't know. I think a lot of people were thinking that might have been changing with the release of Next Wave, but obviously that's something different, and I don't know if you can speak to that.
Okay, regarding things that will arrive for Onyx Combat Force, well, the next 7 is the Corvus Belli with them, and it's a new profile. Regarding that, we are currently on a Next Wave period. Regarding the releases for the Commander, will be mostly Next Wave until they reach the top of the chain. Okay, so regarding the future for the Combined Army, because of hyperthermal has happened, as you can see, the focus on Next Wave is obvious that 2027 is still going to be Next Wave. Before that, there's one point that I cannot see through, okay? So that's the answer.
With all, I mean, we have 32 sectorials, something around there. 40?
Yeah.
At this point, it's somewhere around. We have so many that we don't have the exact number, some because it fluctuates. But yes, we will eventually get to everything. Again, the things that you care about, let us know. I play Onyx. I used to play Onyx. I haven't played them in a while. But yes, so we will get to everything in time.
Hans, Diego over there, yeah?
The
specifically with workflow models, you guys have had like some criticism about like your ScioCast pieces. What's like your commitment to ScioCast? Are you going to continue using them?
Very good question. That's a very good question. Okay. People are demanding material consistency from Corvus Belli regarding workflow. And that is a priority in the big decisions, in the big plan for Corvus Belli. Because people in Infinity is still satisfied with metal figures and plastic resin for the big ones, okay? People really want the consistency of having the same material or better materials for Warhammer, and that is going to happen. If you check the schedule of Corvus Belli from the last 2 years, 2024 more plastic resin miniatures than ever, and 2025 even more than ever. We are going in that direction. It's not going to happen tomorrow morning. But the priorities, the big decisions, that gentleman over there, when they arrive, they have to choose Infinity or Warcraft, and the direction is Warcraft, okay? Because we know that Infinity is sustainable in a certain way because people is okay with the metal, and the scale of Infinity is smaller than Warcraft. Warcraft really means plastic because it's bigger in scale. So it's not going to happen tomorrow morning, but it's going to happen, okay?
One of the things that we have committed to already is that all action packs and all future action packs will all be in plastic resin as opposed to thermoplastic. So, what? Yeah, for Warcraft. For Warcraft.
Yeah.
For Warcraft. We're talking about Warcraft.
And we might surprise you in the future.
Yeah, well, we're looking at everything that we can be doing because we need to be at the forefront of everything, guys.
Yeah, we're competing against giants.
Yeah.
We're a humble company and we're competing against them. But that means that we have to step up our game constantly. We cannot sleep on a certain success. We have to better. And that requires a lot of work. More questions? Okay, you over there?
Any news on the new novels coming out, and also we get a war right now?
We have the man that can answer this right here.
Hi guys.
Hi.
So I just come from Spain. I'm the nerd who made it. I'm from Louisville, Kentucky, and now I'm on the team. I'm still not sure how.
Also known as Americarlos.
Yes, Americarlos. So on the Corvus Archives side, there are currently 7 novels in development. We just approved another pitch. Man can't even introduce me, and then he does that to me. So we just are working on another pitch for and that's gonna happen next year. And so there's some cool stuff coming down the pipe. It takes a long time to write a novel, and it takes even longer to go through the iterative editing process. And so we've got 2 currently on the editor's desk. The rest are in the author's hands still and coming along nicely.
There's currently 2 authors here of Infinite Books. We also have these 3.
Speaking of, John, stand up. Ladies and gentlemen, John Biden.
So check that out.
Yeah, the author of Earhart, and as an author of Infinity novels, I think that's the best one. So it is a phenomenal piece.
Thank you so much for that, Gabriel. And from an author to another author, praising that was a beautiful gesture, I would say. Okay, more hands. You were there.
There's more questions, not less. What's going on?
That they were being honest about our answers, and we are fucking more communicating than GW. That's what happened.
Here, sir, in the back.
Oh,
this sir, over here, sorry.
Do you guys have a spec ops box planned for Toha?
For?
For Toha.
For the Toha, demanded, ask for it, okay?
I told Carlos to be ready for the Toha.
Trivia question, what is the name of the Toha spec op?
The Coming Light Infantry.
No, we're wrong. What is his name? Hataim is the goal. You're asking for something you don't even know. Very good. I think you had a question over there.
We didn't, well, let's finish answering your question. We'll see.
Satisfying answer over there. Josh.
So, we're in America, greatest nation in this world. When do we get US here out and back?
Next year.
We'll see.
Next year. Remember that in a previous seminar, Gutierrez gave me an official statement that Yosayan is coming back. So that was revealed information. Okay, more hands. You over there.
Revealed information, kinda.
It is now!
All right. Guys, Usopp is coming back next year. I told Carlos to be ready for this question as well. That is currently still being discussed with several different studios right now, and the future will hold what it does. Yeah, you want to cough at me, I'm going to cough at myself for that one as well.
Okay, you over there?
Yeah, the new spec ops, is that going to be a default thing in ITS 1.4, or is it going to be like another optional rule like it currently is?
It will be an optional rule. The ITS tournament scene has a very already solid established meta. It's very difficult for Corvus Belli to suddenly put something inside. I'm pretty sure the Spec Ops will have their moment. I don't know if that depends on the community of players, if they will absorb the Spec Ops. I think they will, because they're very well done now. But depends on the actual meta. The reinforcements was not a thing. It rebounded, okay? They are beautiful miniatures and you can use them regularly. But for a game that is already in the season 18, it's very difficult for Corvus to suddenly come up with something, a new role on the battlefield, and that works,
Do we have a rough release time for Hyperthermal and Spec Ops?
Well, if you check the roadmap, it's pretty much going to happen,
this year.
Before the Red Caps even,
Yeah.
Dave?
I've noticed that some factions have 2 flyers, and nomads only have 1. When are we going to get a second one?
When the sales of the first one are on the board. But hey, come on, it's pretty cool that Pakistan has 2 of those.
Yourself.
So piggyback on that, why doesn't Corregidor get shit on the same
These are super editions.
They're all prisoners. Because they're either on surface or deep space.
They're still lost in deep space.
So when is USA going to get its first player?
When they can afford to buy one from Pano.
Who has a question that doesn't involve flyers?
All the remaining questions will be flyer questions.
How did Corvus Belli celebrate Spain's win in the World Cup?
We are world champions. We already celebrated, we have fun, for a couple of days.
Cerveza.
Yeah, have a beer, comment with the rest of the people. Hey, that was a tense match, but we won. Yeah, fine. But we do not keep celebrating for a whole month because we're not Argentinians, Okay, 2 more questions.
Who didn't we answer?
You have, with Modiphius released a role-playing game for Infinity.
Yeah.
Is there going to be any updates to that, and is there going to be a role-playing game for Warcraft?
Okay, those are 2 questions. Is there going to be RPG for Warcraft?
The future will hold what it does. Warcraft is a very narrative, war-driven game that I'm sure a lot of people here would like to see it become something that is playable as an RPG. So how many people would actually really like to see that?
What?
I'm making eyes at Carlos because we were having a conversation along these lines the other day. So this is definitely something that I will be taking into consideration.
We have just done market research.
Yeah, just market research, yeah.
Last question. You, sir.
Finish answering his question. What about the Infinity side?
Oh, well.
You almost let me slip by that, huh?
Well, Modifius has the Infinity RPG, and
they have the license still. We're in talks with Modifius with other projects as well currently, so there's going to be collaborations with Modifius in the future, possibly. Well, all these things take time, guys.
now that nobody is listening, I can tell you something. The best thing that happened to Modifius was having the rights of Fallout before the Fallout TV series. So now Chris Birds has the rights of Infinity RPG, and there's kind of an idea of Infinity Paradise Lost. He knows that if that gets released, suddenly the sales of the Infinity RPG are going to boost. So he's like, oh my god, make it happen. Last question, and I think you have one, sir. Yeah.
The characters in Warcraft, the ones that are lost in the fog, will we ever get a chance to finally bring them into the Warcraft?
The characters of Warcraft that are lost in the fog.
Yeah, the ones that we have in prospect. The thing is, they're never going to be completely lost in the fog unless, you know, Huku decides to kill them, which is possible. So, all of that, the future will hold what it does. Guys, I mean, there's things that we can't answer, things we can. Yeah.
So we should do really good in the narrative campaign, is what you're.
Yes, also, by the way, if you guys have not played the Mountain League narrative campaign, or if you have played it and you haven't answered the thing, there's a QR code in the booklet. Hi, head of marketing. I need you guys to answer in there so that we know whether you like the things that we do. If you tell us that you like the things that we do, we will do more of the things that you like. So be loud. Be loud with us. Be loud with everything online. Let us know.
So that was the last question. Thank you so much for your attention. I think we have
Two more trivia questions.
Okay.
We have two more trivia questions. Foster forgot Foster. We forgot about the trivia questions. How could you?
Okay.
I'm blaming my here.
When Bostria asks the question, raise your hand.
Okay. Whoa, let's go over there. You start with the colorful. Okay, so I will make the question.
Go for it.
Throwing it to the air and you raise your hand. Fine. Who is the character from the Combined Army that killed Tony Macayana?
First hand up. Norkius.
Correct.
Number 253 out of 300 limited prints. Nice. Thank
I can come out. I got it.
One more. Heavy. Easily early. So, when I lined out was the last one.
Wait. Can we make a photo with all the Carlos faces and the I'm trying to convince the rest of the internet that this is not AI.
You should take a selfie.
Yeah, absolutely.
Take a selfie with all the faces.
I am Carlos.
Why is that?
No, I am.
I am.
Higher. Not you, them.
Making a video too.
Just throw it.
Someone's
If you get hit, don't sue us.
Next, just gonna keep throwing shit till he gets a lawsuit.
Thank you everybody for coming to our seminar. We appreciate you. You are literally why we're here, and we could not do this without you. If you are a worker, please glue your butt to your seat and don't go anywhere. If you are not a worker, thank you very much for coming. On your way out, please check in with that gentleman back there, show him your ticket, and then check in with that gentleman back there for your free miniature. Thank you. If you're a worker, do not leave.
All right, folks, that was a great seminar. Really appreciate all of you that stuck through the entire stream, participated in chat. Don't forget, again, share with your friends. The video is going to be up here on the channel for those that couldn't watch it live. We appreciate and love all of you from Gencon. Be sure to follow, like, subscribe us at Interstellar Gamez, and we look forward to enjoying the rest of 2026 with you and many more to come. Have a great evening.